One of my favorite Christmas carols is entitled I Heard the Bells on Christmas Day. And it's based upon a poem by Henry Wadsworth Longfellow. And that poem reflects on a very difficult and hard time in Longfellow's life. He had a son named Charlie. And over and over and over again, Charlie wanted to go and fight in the Civil War. And Longfellow said, "No, you cannot go. It is too dangerous. Too many young men are killed or are injured or maimed for life. You must stay here." So Charlie snuck away in the night and signed up and enlisted and fought in the Civil War. After one very, very horrible battle, Charlie was wounded. In fact, he was partially paralyzed. Not for the rest of his life, but just for a short period of time. And Longfellow went to a hospital in Washington, D.C. to nurse him. And as Christmas approached, this was but one of Longfellow's very difficult, troubling memories. Another had been that his beloved wife, who he thought was just the most beautiful woman in the world, had been going around and lighting candles in the house, and somehow she got tied up or twisted into the blinds at the house, the tall blinds that came down over large windows, and she was burned to death. That Christmas, Longfellow anticipated a very black, dark, sad Christmas. In fact, he was without hope. He was without belief that the future could be better and that life would be better again. Until he heard the bells playing of a local church. They were pealing out on Christmas Day the fact that Jesus Christ, God's Son, our Messiah, is born. And because he is born, we are people of hope, people who believe in the love of God that changes and transforms us and everything around us. So Longfellow, as he heard the bells, sat down to reflect and to write about his experience. His losses were real, and many of you and I suffer losses that are real. But it wasn't the final story. Because he heard the bells and he was reminded that God is not dead and God does not sleep. That God is living. That God is vital. That God sent God's Son into this world that we might believe on him and experience salvation and forgiveness of sin and eternal life. And because of all that God has done through Jesus Christ being born in the manger of Bethlehem and living and teaching us what love is all about, we too can have hope. We too, can be changed. Over and over again, I listen to that song. And I'm reminded of that story. That even in the darkest moments, the bells, the light, the splendor, the wonder of God's presence at Christmas comes shining through. In your life, my prayer, my hope is that God would be real in your Christmas preparations and celebrations. That yes, all the wonder and beauty of the season would be real, but that we would not forget the reason that we celebrate is the birth of Jesus, who has come into this world to change us and to transform us forever. I hope your preparations for Christmas are going well. But even more than that, my hope is that you will experience the love of Christ in a new and life-changing, life-transforming way this Christmas season. May God bless you.